Well, I think there's a common misperception that race is a natural division among human beings, that the human species is naturally divided into these big groups that we all would recognize: black, white, Native American, Asian. Some people would include Latinos as a race. There's a bit of a dispute about that. But about 5 or 6 groups that human beings are divided into. And that's just the way it is. And if you look at science across the generations, that whatever the latest science is will be able to tell you what those races are. So today, with genetics, many people believe that genetics should be able to tell you these different races. I think that's very common, even if people don't think about it. Many people think, well, I can tell what race somebody is, and that has some meaning to them, some significance to them. So what I point out in Fatal Invention is that is just a myth. It's a myth that's existed for several centuries, a myth that scientists have been very instrumental in promoting, a very unscientific myth that science has been a leader in promoting since around the 18th century, maybe a little earlier, late 17th century, early 18th century. And it doesn't mean that race isn't real, but race is not a natural division. It is an invented division among human beings. So the very idea that we should take the human species and divide it into 10 groups, 6 groups, 5 groups, 4 groups, that idea to divide the human species into groups that seem to be biological is a made-up exercise.